So for the people out there who's also changing their speakers along with me, for the Honda Coupe, it's different than the Honda Civic with the 4 doors. So if you have a Honda Coupe and you're also changing your speakers, this is how you do it. So there's gonna be a cover here. You don't need specific tools for this. Well, you're gonna need a screwdriver and 8 millimeters if you're gonna not take off this panel all the way. But yeah, you can just use anything pointy, but I have a specific tool, so yeah, I don't want to damage my plastic as much as possible, which is why I'm using this. So yeah, just remove that. Make sure you put your pieces somewhere you're not gonna lose. So yeah, there's gonna be one screw here, and there's gonna be one here that you're gonna need to push down, just like this. And if you hear a click, that's pretty much what you need to do. And yeah, just unscrew this. So for this one right here, there's gonna be a plastic trim here that you're gonna need to remove. So just find a dentation that you can find. I find it easier to put it here, so if I do end up damaging it, you're not gonna be able to see it. Like I said, you can use anything you want in your disposal. You can use a screwdriver to unscrew this. You just know that you have more chance of scratching your plastic trims, which is why I'm using plastic tools. And you're gonna need to unscrew whatever that's in here. Alright, so there's gonna be one screw here and one screw here. So that's pretty much the last two that you need to remove, and the panel should come off. So there's also another piece that you might need to remove. So yeah, just this one, just pull it off with your hands. Don't be scared to break anything, it just comes off just as easy as that, and that's pretty much it. You can use your fingers to unscrew all the clips, but I'm going to be using a plastic trim to make my life a lot easier. So yeah. Alright, so as you can see, there's going to be two things that's going to be holding the panel here. There's going to be this one, there's this harness right here, and your cable for the latch. So you can remove both of them if you want to be working on a lot easier surface. But in my case, I'm not going to be removing them because I'm only going to be working on my speaker. But if you want to make your life easier, I guess be my guest. But for me, I'm just going to leave it like this, hanging. And yeah, if you can see there's a clip that stayed here. So what you're going to be doing is removing it. So I got a tool. You can use a screwdriver, but I'm not going to use my screwdriver. Because like I said, I don't want to break my paint. Okay, and I just said that. So yeah, just put it back on your panel, just like this. So you're just gonna need to remove one more nut, which is an 8mm. But you can also use a screwdriver, but in my case, since the panel's here, I don't have enough space, so we're gonna be using this. So as you can see, you're not going to be able to move this unless you put a lot of force, but we're going to make our life a lot easier. So just get something that's going to help you unstick this, which in my case, I'm using the plastic tool, but you can use a screwdriver, like I said. There we go. Alright, just make sure you unstick all of those. You don't want to leave any of those on your paint. Alright, once you remove them, make sure you go around. So you're gonna push the speaker upwards because there's clips that's keeping it on. So what you're gonna want to do is push the speaker up, just like this, and yeah. And hopefully you don't have a hard time unclipping this, because if it's corroded, it's gonna be a lot harder to unclip, just like in my case. Alright, there you go. So before you tackle this job, before you decide to change your speaker, make sure the speakers that you actually buy actually fits the car itself. In my case, For the harness, the wiring harness, I need another adapter, because as you can see here, so if you look at my harness, they're vertical, and if you look at this speaker right here, they're horizontal, which is why I need to buy this adapter right here, and they're like $20 per bag, so they're not cheap. So what I recommend is actually buying the correct speaker. And lastly, another thing, you're also gonna need like an adapter here to keep the speaker itself in place. So yeah, I wait for the adapters for a couple of days, and yeah, I'm done waiting. So what I actually need to do is drill holes on my door, which I'm not gonna do today because I've been waiting for too long for this, which is why I'm gonna do another way. But I'm not gonna be showing you guys that because I don't want to teach you guys things that's not properly done. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that off camera. Maybe you guys are gonna be able to see what I do in the background, but like I said, you guys figure out the speaker that's correct size for your car, and yeah. So yeah, once you put back your speaker in place, so just put it back the way we got it, backwards. So yeah, just trying to hang this here. Make sure all your wires are connected if you do decide to remove them. There we go. Just put So the first thing you're gonna put back is, I would suggest this, but you can do whatever you want. Just make sure you put back all the screws that you put in, and the one clip that we took off, that we pressed on before. Back all the screws, don't forget your cover. So once you put back the cover, don't forget to put this back, just like this. You just need your hands, I guess. And yeah, it's just gonna clip through there, and that's pretty much it. Let's see how this sounds.